Story time. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled in the heart of a lush forest, there lived a tortoise and a cricket. They were the best of friends and loved to spend their days exploring the forest and sharing meals together. One sunny afternoon, as they sat under a shady tree, munching on some juicy fruits, the tortoise suddenly had a wicked idea. He thought to himself, why not play a trick on my dear friend cricket? And with that, he swiftly raised his leg and gave the cricket a gentle knock on the head. The cricket, caught off guard, let out a faint cry and fell to the ground, motionless. The tortoise, thinking he had killed his friend, panicked and decided to make a run for it. He scurried away as fast as his little legs could carry him, not stopping until he reached a nearby village. Exhausted and hungry, he decided to rest for a while. Meanwhile, the cricket, who was only stunned, slowly regained consciousness. He rubbed his head, wondering what had just happened, and then remembered the tortoise's mischievous act. Determined to teach the tortoise a lesson, the cricket set off in pursuit of his friend. He flew from tree to tree, finally spotting the tortoise resting in the village. The cricket perched himself on a nearby tree and began to beat a metal gong, creating a loud, echoing sound. The tortoise, startled by the noise, looked around, wondering who could be making such a racket. "Who's there?" the tortoise called out. "It's someone," replied the cricket, trying to stifle a giggle. "Is everything well at home?" asked the tortoise, still unaware that the cricket had survived his attack. "Yes, everything's fine," said the cricket, "but I heard that tortoise killed cricket when they were eating together." The tortoise's eyes widened in shock, not because he recognized the cricket's voice, but because he thought someone had witnessed his attempted crime. Panicked, the tortoise took off again, running as fast as he could. The cricket, still beating the metal gong, followed close behind, leading the tortoise on a wild goose chase. As the sun began to set, the tortoise stumbled upon a hidden path he had never seen before. Desperate to escape the cricket's relentless pursuit, he darted down the path, which led him deep into the heart of the forest. Unknown to the tortoise, he had entered the land of the spirits. The spirits, with their glowing eyes and ethereal voices, surrounded him, demanding to know why he had disturbed their realm. The tortoise, trembling with fear, explained how he had tried to kill the cricket and was now being chased by his own guilt. The spirits, moved by the tortoise's remorse, decided to give him a chance to redeem himself. "We shall give you 3 tasks to complete," said the lead spirit. "If you succeed, we will grant you pardon and allow you to return home. But if you fail, you will remain here forever." The tortoise, eager to make amends, agreed to the spirit's terms. The first task was to sleep in a room filled with mosquitoes without killing any of them. The tortoise, determined to succeed, thought long and hard about how to accomplish this task. Suddenly, an idea struck him. He began to cry and wail, saying, "Oh, my dear friend, when you were alive, we used to slap each other's bodies, didn't we?" As he spoke, he demonstrated his point by slapping his own body, but in reality, he was slapping the mosquitoes, killing them one by one. The spirit, unaware of the tortoise's cunning plan, observed from afar, thinking that the tortoise was indeed showing great restraint. The next morning, the spirits returned to find the tortoise still alive and the room eerily quiet. They declared that he had passed the first test, unaware of the tortoise's clever trickery. The second task was to peel the earth without breaking it. The tortoise once again thought deeply about how to accomplish this feat. As he wandered through the forest, he came across a man washing breadfruit. "Excuse me, good day sir," said the tortoise, "could you pour some of that dirty water on the ground for me?" The man, puzzled by the request, nonetheless obliged. The tortoise then waited patiently for the water to dry, creating a thick layer of mud. Using his sharp claws, he carefully peeled away the mud, revealing the earth beneath. The spirits, amazed by the tortoise's ingenuity, declared that he had passed the second test. For the third and final task, the spirits instructed the tortoise to bring them a crystal-clear river stone without getting wet. The tortoise, determined to succeed, thought long and hard about how to accomplish this. As he wandered along the riverbank, he spotted a fish swimming in the shallow waters. The tortoise quickly came up with a plan. He carefully approached the fish and said, "My dear fish, I'm on a mission to retrieve a crystal-clear river stone for the spirits. Would you be kind enough to help me? The fish, intrigued by the tortoise's request, agreed to assist him. The tortoise instructed the fish to swim down to the river and retrieve a crystal clear stone. The fish did as asked and returned with a beautiful, sparkling stone. The tortoise, overjoyed, thanked the fish and took the stone back to the spirits. They were impressed by his cunning and resourcefulness, and declared that he had passed the third and final test. The spirits, pleased with the tortoise's success, granted him pardon and allowed him to return home. As he made his way back to his village, he encountered the cricket once again. The cricket, still beating the metal gong, looked at the tortoise with a mixture of amusement and annoyance. "Where have you been, my dear tortoise?" he asked. The tortoise, sheepish and embarrassed, explained his ordeal with the spirits and how he had been forced to complete 3 tasks to redeem himself. The cricket listened intently, nodding his head and chuckling to himself. When the tortoise finished his story, the cricket stopped beating the gong and looked at him with a serious expression. "My dear tortoise," he said, "I must admit that I'm impressed by your cunning and resourcefulness. However, I'm also disappointed that you tried to kill me in the first place." The tortoise, filled with remorse, apologized profusely to the cricket. He promised to never harm him again and to always cherish their friendship. The cricket, seeing the sincerity in the tortoise's eyes, forgave him and the 2 friends reunited. From that day on, the tortoise and the cricket roamed the forest together, sharing stories and laughter. The tortoise learned a valuable lesson about the importance of friendship and loyalty, and he never forgot the cricket's forgiveness. Moral of the story: true friendship is about forgiveness, loyalty, and trust. Even when we make mistakes, our friends can forgive us and give us a second chance.